मुंदा संतोख सरमपत चोली ध्यान की करे विपूत.
Guru Nanak addresses yogis and asks them to make contentment their earrings, honest hard work their begging bowl and pouch, and contemplation on God as smearing their body with ashes.
किंथा काल क्वारी काया जुग डंडा परतीत.
Guruji advises yogis to keep in mind that the certainty of death is like wearing a true ascetic's robe. The way of life of a yogi, in order to achieve God realization, is by keeping his body free from vices. Keeping firm faith in God is like holding a walking stick to scare off vices and evil habits.
आई पंथी सदुल जमाती मन जीते जग जीत.
Says Guru Nanak to a yogi, O yogi, to consider all other humans as your equal is like being a yogi of the Ai Panth, a yogi of the highest order. Conquering one's own mind is like conquering the whole world.
आदेश तिसे आदेश.
I will salute a yogi who acquires all the virtues mentioned in this hymn, who identifies himself with others and who conquers his own self.
आद अनिल अनाद अनाहत जुग जुग एको वेस.
I also salute the Almighty, the creator of such an ideal yogi. My salutations are to God, who is the beginner of the beginning, who is pure and immaculate, who is eternal, who is immortal, and who remains unchanged through the passage of time.
पुगत ज्ञान दया पंडारन कट कट वाजे नाद.
O yogis, make spiritual enlightenment your food. Let compassion be the distributor of the food. Let compassion serve this food. Let celestial music echo in every heart.
आप नाथ नाथी सब जाकी वृद्ध सिद्ध अवरासाद.
God is the true Supreme Master who has sown the entire universe in His command. The special powers, if any, that yogis acquire are false satisfaction.
संजोग विजोग दोए कार चलावे लेखे आवे पाग.
The world is managed on the basis of union or separation from God. Whatever man gets is according to his destiny.
आदेश तिसे आदेश.
I will salute a yogi who acquires all the virtues mentioned in this hymn and who identifies himself with others and who conquers his own self.
आद अनिल अनाद अनाहत जुग जुग एको वेस.
I also salute the Creator, the Almighty, the creator of such an ideal yogi. My salutations are to God, who is the beginner of the beginning, who is pure and immaculate, who is eternal, who is immortal, and who remains unchanged through the passage of time.
एकामाई जुक्त व्याई तिन चेले परवान.
It was a popular belief at the time of Guru Nanak that before the universe began, God's Maya got pregnant on its own and gave birth to 3 sons whose existence had been accepted as true.
एक संसारी एक पंडारी एक लाए दीवान.
One of the 3 sons was believed to be the creator Brahma. The second was believed to be the provider Vishnu. And the third son, Shiva, was believed to be the destroyer of life.
जिव तिस पावे तिवे चलावे जिव होवे फरमान.
The truth is, says Nanak, it is the Almighty who guides the living according to His will, and commences and ends the universe when He so desires. The entire world carries on as it pleases Him.
ओ वेखे ओ ना नदर न आवे बहुता ए हो विधान.
It's a very mystifying fact that whilst the Almighty can see the living beings and watch them, the living beings cannot see Him.
आदेश तिसे आदेश.
I will salute a yogi who acquires all the virtues mentioned in this hymn and who identifies himself with others and who conquers his own self.
आद अनिल अनाद अनाहत जुग जुग एको वेस.
Guru Nanak says, I only salute him and him alone, who is the Creator, who is pure, who is forever, and who has no end, and who remains unchanged through the passage of time.
Asan loe loe pandar.
God has food stores on all life-bearing planets. He has located and stored food there for all living things.
Jo kich paya so ekavar.
He does not need to replenish the storehouses of food on the planets. Whatever he has put on these stores, he did it the once.
Kar kar vekhe sirjanhar.
God creates and provides for his creation.
Nanak sache ki sachi kar.
Nanak says, God's act of dispensing food and looking after others goes on forever.
Ades tise ades.
I will salute a yogi who acquires all the virtues mentioned in this hymn and who identifies himself with others and who conquers his own self.
Ad anil anad anahatam. Jug jug eko ves.
I only salute him and him alone, who is the Creator, who is pure, who is forever, who has no end, and who remains unchanged through the passage of time.
Ek du jibo lakh hoye, lakh hove lakh vis.
If I was to possess 100,000 tongues to speak instead of one that I have, even if this number was to increase by 20-fold.
Lakh lakh geda akhye, ek naam jagdish.
And with each of these tongues, if I was to recite and repeat Lord's name, Vaheguru, 100,000 times, even then I would be unable to realize God, because any effort to realize Him without losing ego is fruitless.
Ek rahe pat pavdiya, chadiye hoi ekis.
On this path to God realization, deep meditation is like climbing the stairs to reach Him.
Sun gala akas ki kita iris.
Without meditating on the Lord, and without losing all arrogance and ego, man's ambition to achieve what saints do is like being ants which try to reach soaring heights on a rainy day by developing wings only to fall back on the ground.
Nanak nadri paye, kudi kude this.
O Nanak, God is realized through divine grace. If a pretender brags that he has realized Him by his own efforts, he is a boastful liar.
Akhan jor, chupe ne jor.
We do not have any control over our disturbed mind, nor the control for correcting it.
Jor na mangan, den na jor.
Neither do we have control over what we ask from others or what we give to others.
Jor na jivan, maran ne jor.
Neither do we have control over life or death.
Jor na raj, mal mansor.
Neither do we have any control over acquiring power and wealth, which results in pride and arrogance within the mind.
Jor na surti, gyan vichar.
We have no control or choice over either becoming a meditator or achieving spiritual enlightenment.
Jor na jugti, chute sansar.
It is also not within man's power to achieve freedom from maya or attachment.
Jis hath jor kar vekhe soe.
The Almighty, on whose hands all the powers lie, exercises them and sees them working.
Nanak uttam neech na koe.
O Nanak, man can neither be pious or lowly by his own choice.
Rati ruti thethivar, pavan pani agni patal. Tis vich tatti thap rakhi dharmsal.
The Lord has created days, nights and seasons, and various phases of the moon, along with elements like air, water and fire. In this environment, He created earth as a school where humans could learn spiritual knowledge for union with Him.
Tis vich ji jugd ke rang, tin ke naam anek anant. Karmi karmi hoye vichar, sacha aap, sacha darbar.
Therein He placed living beings of many forms and colors, whose names are countless and endless. All beings are judged according to their actions. The judgment done in his court is always fair because he is just.
Tithe sohan panch parwan, nadri karam pave nisan.
The Almighty very openly accepts and honors saints in his court. He anoints them with his mark of grace.
Kach pakai uthe pai, nanak gaya jape jaye.
Whether the soul is ready for union with the Almighty is known only at his court after his adjudication.